You haven't missed anything.
And Turbi decides to take the Turok out right from jump. Gagbom says no to Scarebolt right from jump, and we can get into the first picks. Volarend coming out from Turbi's side. No easy answer really. Yeah, there's not an obvious answer to Vola on Gag's side. Turok would have been that thing. Mashuk is the next best one, I'd say, probably.
Grandpa looks quite interesting here, though.
Yeah, Grandpa's definitely not threatened by anything, and also, yeah, it's not this. You can't say the same thing for Tolkien. Oh, but they bring Tolkien anyways. Straight into this Ukama from Turbi.
Hmm. Getting that teeter value here already from turn 1.
Indeed. Although, knowing that Turbi is a bulkier team, he could be you could maybe expect camo Ukama. Although
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty
that's true.
sure Gagbom is somebody who has been watching us and watching these Turbi matches. And if you've seen Turbi matches, you might already predict that it's not camo. Either way, Turok from Turbi's side as well, not let out, mimicking the ban from Turbi.
And okay, so let's see. The second ban have been that the Turok on Turbi side is banned completely, and Turbi haven't decided yet what he want to ban.
I
And as we
don't
go
think
through,
Mashuk is really a bad ban. I think Mashuk is a reasonable ban here. Even though you do have one bird to take care of it, I mean that bird isn't really one that deals with Mashuk too well, honestly.
I mean, what else could be a problem, excepting from that Mashuk in the long run, and Mashuk is the one that's getting banned as well here.
And Turbi was not afraid of spending all of his reserve time deciding on that ban. Now both players a little light on reserve time, but I assume we'll be flying through the picks.
Mm-hmm.
Nyx comes out, Madrid being hovered, instead now Naga being hovered. Do we see a whole lot of deluge coming out from Gagbom's side? Potentially. Nidrasil doesn't have a designated job here, so yeah, Madrid does come out, and we're gonna see a whole lot of sleep action from Gagbom if Madrid gets to set up the way it would like to. If it can get its holds off the way it would like to. Ronin versus Exotic Fringe finals here in this Legacy Cup. Exciting, exciting.
Yes, yes. And oh, actually, so if Tolkien and Grandpa just go by win moves here, you can actually do quite a lot of damage on actually both temps here, especially towards Yukama, I would say.
Um, I think the scary thing though, of course, is the water damage landing on your Tolkien and
Yeah,
potentially a
of course.
double up even killing your Tolkien. Although the burn probably protects you from dying.
But yeah, then also that you have to consider about the poison ticks, and if that is way too close
That's
for kill
true.
range.
True. So
So yeah,
Naga
guys,
comes in,
from
and if Turbi decided to double up on Naga, Naga could also die, I think.
as we see the Hypoxus coming in here doing
Oh,
okay,
wait a
almost
second.
40%.
The double was actually on Grandpa, and the reason the water cannon went to Naga was because of custodian.
Ah,
So now, I mean, you do have a Naga here, but I don't know how much that Naga's really doing for you. It's still threatened out, I'm pretty sure, by this Zephy. This Zephy is just going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. I really don't see how Gag's going to do it. It's already +1, and it's just going to keep getting more and more special defense buffs, while Gag only has special attackers to throw at it.
Okay, so you could try to start applying or exhaustion on Valorant just to try to get it closer to being overexerted, but like you pointed out as well, like Naga is also in a risk zone to die after one Nox bomb.
Indeed, and unlike the matchup versus Alola, the mix here isn't as valuable because when it does go into Puppet Master, there are still many options for Turbi to use AoE and take it out. There's a Hellfire, Toxin Shower, technically, Allergic Spread, Tsunami, and Toxic Plume. So actually every Tem has something that can hit a mix.
Yeah, exactly. Every time as you come us now leaving the board, letting your cash come in instead.
A Naga's Fury would be one hell of a read on this turn. Instead of Hypnosis, I assume on the Vola, indeed on the Vola. So that is one way to deal with the Vola is, like you suggested, you could do the stamina thing. You could also just put it to sleep so it can't actually get its procs going, its anaerobic procs rolling.
Yeah, but I think in Hypno here is definitely a better choice just to making sure that you're getting more value out of your Naga, since it is above 60%, still having a lot of stamina left to use, and you can actually turn around this and start putting some pressure towards Drakashi, as Drakashi can't do really much against this Naga.
I guess the scary thing here, though, is that a Fury, while it will kill Drakash, it's just gonna wake up Naga, or wake up Vola and let your Naga die.
So Hellfire coming in, doing chip damage, and
they decided
Beta burst.
Beta, but Beta doesn't do enough.
Okay,
However,
so we're assuming it.
Yeah, go ahead.
If this Naga's having Fury, we're assuming that. We know it's a Beta. We have seen Hypno. That what could potentially be fourth move here, as I'm assuming it would be
Manip and Fury, yeah. Probably no Madness buff. So yeah, the Tornado gets to go first, takes Neko out before it moves this turn. Heat Discharge, of course, completely mitigated by Tolkien.
But Nox Bomb doesn't do too much.
No, but yeah, the main thing with the Nox Bomb, of course, again, is just the fact that it's gonna let this Vola keep getting bigger and bigger.
And now Jacob is coming back here on the board, knowing that I believe that the Tornado is offline.
And Aquatic Whirlwind, in turn, is online, and an Aquatic Whirlwind with a Nox Bomb is quite strong into Tolkien's slot here. I think for the most part you can just ignore Mix. I'm pretty sure a Sea Spikes won't be killing your Nemo this turn.
I think it will survive a Sea Spike.
Naga does come in, so if Nox Bomb decided to double up there, it will be the end of Naga. Sea Spikes outspeeds, does not kill. Water Cannon would not have been enough, so good thing it was followed by... Wait a second, it actually was not followed by a Nox Bomb, so this Naga still has to be targeted for it to go down. That is a very interesting Nox Bomb on Mix's slot. There was... I suppose you were reading Naga coming in on that slot rather than this slot, which is quite the read to make if you ask me. outthinking yourself just a wee bit. I mean, this Vola is kind of getting out of hand, honestly. You're, I think, gonna have to use like E-Manip stamina games to deal with it.
Okay, Mom's launch applied. When Vola decides to leaving, letting Nidosis come in instead, and C-Spike's landing on towards the plat, taking a little bit of...
Oh! And the mix goes barely into Puppet Master.
Oh, that is amazing!
However, like we said, all these Temps have AoE, so it's not really the biggest deal. Something like, I mean, yeah, you could just click both your AoE moves here and get away with it, I think. Because neither of your Temps can die to anything here. To any sort of double up. If you're Turbi, that is, neither of your Temps could die to any sort of double up. So you can probably feel comfortable just clicking A spread and Toxin Shower.
And Mudge is coming in instead, expecting any double up to come on that slot, as E-Manip is the final move, or well, one of the moves for Naga, as Toxin Shower is coming in here, taking care of that Naga, as it takes a little bit more stamina than usual, and getting that evasion.
And that is a nice bit of damage from Allergic Spread. Another one on the next turn will kill it, actually. However, Nidosil is threatened out now, which is okay, I think. Grandpa is the biggest threat remaining on Gagbomb's side, but it can be dealt with, I think. Mainly with this Volarind and Nox Bomb spam, I think. I guess Grandpa and Tolkien are pretty even threats. Neither one of them are really too much more threatening than the other one.
So if Valorant come in instead of the Nid slot here, that would mean you will resist quite well on any hypoxia from Grandpa. So you kind of want to save Tornado until a point where it doesn't have any evasion, for example, when it's at some plat.
Oh, and nothing swaps.
Or wait, actually, hold on.
Nothing swaps, so they're planning on taking out this... They're planning on taking out Matt Gia here, which is interesting.
As Hypox is landing exactly on that slot and yeeting this duck out of it, or sort of a duck, and it's a last rush.
The grown-up duck. Now, without Madrid, you have no more sleep control. There's also a chance, well, it's hard to say. It's hard for me to know if this Ukama's 3 prio actually outspeeds what it needs to. Because after seeing some of the stuff that this Ukama's lived today, we know that it's definitely bulky. So let's see if we do see a aquatic whirlwind. Actually, but the thing here with an aquatic whirlwind is that it's just gonna get thrown into a Puppet Master mix and land on Grandpa anyways. So maybe you swap Ukama out really quickly for Zephy. Because Zephy is literally, I mean, yeah, Zephy's not really afraid of anything here at all, so just manage the board so your Ukama is eventually left with Aquatic Whirlwind up in front of Tokan. No other threats scaring it. Yep. Mix does come in, so if there's an Aquatic Whirlwind pressed here, it's... Oh, and they swapped the other slot. So... Aquatic is going to go into Grandpa. Could it maybe kill? You need it to kill. It does kill. Nice. It does kill, so you don't have to worry about your Ukama taking retaliation damage and dying. And now you can save your Ukama truly.
I would assume that they're most likely going to be a double up on the Yukama slot just in case.
Oh, and they actually just let it die, which is maybe okay. I'm not sure. And the fire ticks start working on Zephy. Plume puts mix down to 22%, so allergic spread will take care of it as long as allergic spread gets to go off here. Which, it's not a guarantee, honestly. Tornado and Sea Spikes could maybe kill Nidosil, I think.
I don't think Nidosil will even be able to getting out something.
I don't know. I think it's closer than you think, and I'm surprised that they... Wow, I'm surprised that they didn't see spikes there. Oh, fire tornado instead of regular tornado, okay.
Yeah, this is...
Ooh.
And it's surviving!
That's what Nidorsils do. And now this A spread is truly lethal.
Yeah. And it's enough to take out the mix as well.
And Vola proving to be a little bit too tonky. I mean, Gagbom really didn't even get into the part of the match where it got to try to break through the Vola, honestly. So even, yeah, like even though the Vola got all those anaerobic procs, it probably would have sufficed if it just didn't even have a trait.
Yeah.
And GG to Turbi for match 1.
Okay, so...
Vola in Ukama can never go wrong with Turbi's Comfort open. And Gagbom looking to answer that with a Tool Can. Which is actually... Wait, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's actually the same exact opens that we saw in the first match, right? Yeah.
Exactly the same. So nothing have changed here. Potentially that what could happen here is you either try to do as much damage as possible towards Vola and sacking Tolkien, or you try to get rid of this Yukama as quickly as possible. But the Vola will be a long problem issue if it started to getting its buffs running.
I'm definitely intrigued why Turbi, even though he was able to win when he banned Mashuk, why is he allowing Mashuk to come through this time? Because Mashuk is the only threat to your Vola. Which is kind of insane to say that a Toxic Tem is countering the Wind Tem, but... Not countering, but the only thing that can actually do good damage at all. So, I think maybe... I can't exactly remember what Gagbom's turn 1 was last time, but I think this time, doubling up on the Vola right off the bat to cut through as much of it, the HP, as you can before it starts getting those anaerobic procs up might be a thing.
Yeah, I do believing that Tolkien was swapped out turn 1 and Grandpa attacked Yukama.
Oh, you're right. Actually, they doubled up on Grandpa.
Yeah. Or they tried, but due to Water Custodian Naga, Water Cannon went directly to Naga.
Yep.
And we won't see any Platymus this turn now. As it's got banned now.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we saw Gag also ban Turok from Turbi's side the first time? Or no? Maybe not?
I believe so.
I believe so, because this Turok is insanely good into Gag's team. Match 2 of the finals. Can Turbi pull it out? Can Gagbom force a game 3? Heater does proc. I think doubling up on Zephy is your move for sure. As much as you don't want to take a potential water cannon from Ukama.
Yeah, but I mean, sure, you could potentially still do a swap, but even though with one attacking towards Sephi, and sure, you're getting still that 6% burn damage, but you kind of need more than that. Just to applying and starting having a threat towards Vola and making it uncomfortable to stay on the board.
It's a tough spot, definitely, for Gag, I think, because, I mean, yeah. Oh, I was thinking maybe Turok had a chance to come in too, but let's see. It looks like Tokan might... Oh, they instead might be doubling up on Ukama, who doesn't die.
No, it doesn't die, not
and
fun.
Neither does Tokan, actually, though.
But the next turn, it will secure the kill, though.
And the problem with this, I think, for Gagbom is that, again, this Vola is just going to become a 10 that looks like it has 93.6 HP, but when it has +4 special defense to go with that, it kind of works as way more than that much HP. Every Nox Bomb that it drops effectively just, in a way, heals itself. Grants it over 100 HP.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, Grandpa could potentially put Sephi to sleep here and just preventing it to getting more buffs, but you still need to do damage towards it, and if it's at least getting +3, it feels like it's already there and upward hills. But if it's getting at least 2, it's you're having already issues.
I think it's really tough. Also, I think Gag really just banned Platimus for the purpose of Mom's Lunch. Because other than that, I'm not really seeing where Platimus shines in this matchup. Aquatic Whirlwind does outspeed everything.
Definitely everything. As Nemo is falling down.
And like you said, yep, the hypnosis will land on Vola and put that bad bird to sleep. Toolcan does die to that tick from turn 1.
And from... I think though Turok would be good, you know, unless Nagas comes in here. But it's still a kind of rough position though.
I think Gag wants to bring in Naga no matter what. Yeah, and he does.
And Turok comes in as well.
Now this would be one of the few times where I think having Madness buff on your Water Custodian Naga could prove very beneficial.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to do with Grandpa this particular turn, as it's going to do half damage towards Turok, and if you're waking up Valorant, is going to start doing Noxus Bomb left and right again?
It is a weird play, but I don't think it's that bad to maybe just steal some stamina from Vola. No, maybe that is bad actually, because it's just going to sweatband its way back up. I was going to say just steal some stamina from Vola while it's sleeping, so you're still affecting Vola without waking it up, but I don't think you would be affecting it too significantly to make something like that worth pressing.
Okay, so Cash coming in
that's
instead.
Fascinating.
Bedabar is putting it down to 60. Hypoxia's coming in here as well. We're putting it down to 14.
And now even something like Emanip will kill it before it moves.
And let's see. So as soon as Grandpas fall down to the ground here, I'm thinking Vola and Ned are probably the two Temps that can carry this to victory.
Yeah, and they don't want to take any free damage on that Grandpa. Emanip does take out Neko. Heat Discharge will come back onto, yeah. And let's see how this Nox Bomb hurts. Not horrible. And this really makes me wonder how Alola so regularly deals with Volarind. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe I'm giving away secrets.
Alola does Alola things. And I see that the score have been reported in the first match, and Alola won that with 2-0.
Congratulations to third place, Alola. Strong. Alola is strong.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
Strong Lola. Players taking a little bit of time to decide what they want to do here. Have you not got to call your bully, by the way?
Not yet, but I've called Blast Rush, but I can do it anyway. Bullies online!
I guess Gag isn't running bully, so the bully grandpa.
He doesn't run bully, but yeah. I'm gonna do it anyway. Gag is actually running with the Last Rush.
Madrid did come in on a swap, so could you just put Vola to sleep again? Oh, I suppose no. Oh, Mix can come in though. Yep, Mix comes in and you put Vola to sleep again. Nice read by Turbi, bringing the Turok right back in there.
Ooh. Actually, the Crystal Delusia making Vola sleep for a couple of more turns here.
Yes, a long time. And now, Mix can leave right again. Although, you're going to start getting in a little bit of a swapping match between Mix Turok versus Nidrasil and Nagaboard. So maybe you do just... one of the two players maybe needs to decide to just ball up and stay in. Although it's not Mix who needs to do that, I suppose. Or I meant not Turok. Turok isn't really threatened here.
No, Turok is not threatened at all.
So no matter what... Oh, never mind. I was going to say no matter what Mix's slot dies, but there's definitely still a Grandpa there for pivoting purposes. It actually comes in on the other slot, though. And the Sleepy Vola's gone.
If now... I'm wondering if this Mix is actually having count to surviving a stumble.
I don't think there's any chance.
And here comes the stumble, and yep, it got demolished.
That would kill
shattered.
A Mix and a little Aclura next to Mix, both. The thing here is that there's Nidrasil's never gonna let you kill it. Fury and...
Yeah, you have...
Fury and Tornado.
If you don't go Fury here, I don't know what you're gonna do.
You definitely click Fury here, but... You don't kill Nidrasil and then your Naga dies.
And Tornado's doing more than 65% here.
And I think we can confirm that this Naga just doesn't have Fury. Because I really think that's a
Yeah.
Fury turn. I don't see in which case that's not a Fury turn.
Maybe when it's running Hypno, it's
And this is
having
getting
Hypno.
really scary here for Gag at the end. I don't know how you're going to break through this Turok if you didn't have Naga's Fury on that turn.
Yeah, you can secure the kill on Nid, but you cannot secure a kill on Turok this particular turn, because you still want both teams to be available for when Valorant comes in here.
Crystal
And
Dust
C-Dust is
will
going-
probably finish off Nidrasil, yeah.
It does.
But what could this grandpa possibly... Oh?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, that is
actually.
an option. I'm just wondering if one turn of Turok being asleep is enough time for you to actually kill this Volar, and it's unlikely. It's actually impossible, I think it's safe for me to say. Volas is only at +2/+2, whereas last game it was at +4/+4. And they decide to go all out for Junshiro. I don't see it happening, though.
And that's Vortex coming in there as well, as it doesn't do enough damage to
And
take it
Noxbomb was
out.
actually coming in to wake it up anyways, so the Stone Ball could finish it up. And Turbi taking the Legacy Cup 17. Congratulations. Platimus.
Yeah.
In the biggest stage, pulling it out. GG's to both players.